final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. There's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Goff throwing again. That's caught by Mingo, right side. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That is not going to be any hope as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, while the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shifts by him. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts now, their offense. Back onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. from the red zone now. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Mingo, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and shove it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
Hey, run!
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, Jupiter.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Balin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The kick by Bass is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's got a man complete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass complete to Toby on the crossing run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 39. And Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
For the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Toby from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to run now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a first down throw. Gone. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now gone. Wilson's got it complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an event.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, run!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All right, let's go.
3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. There's Tolbert. He's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Tolbert. Second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's gone. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and 2. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for them.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Leave the 24.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
is a big spot right here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's loose again, and finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run, 67 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Let's go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
I got him.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Tolbert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Indy set to go on offense once more. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Value three. Here we go.
Goff on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Nicholson. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Hold on. Check.
Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw on second down is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nicholson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Goff throwing again. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown Colts. Jonathan Mingo with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They run a draw here on second down. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Lawrence. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Bass is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by a field goal, 47 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Goff now to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Now Goff. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing